Hello, my name is Kathy Robert, and this is my new YouTube channel, Awakening Waves. I chose that name because I'd liken to healing the spiritual awakening journey as waves. You've got the ones that really bring you up, and sometimes the waves are over your head, and those are your emotions, and you got your highs and your lows, and sometimes you're out in the middle of an ocean with the waves, and the waves are gentle, and sometimes those waves are gargantuan and they bury you practically, and it's a wonder you can breathe some days. And there's my Henry. And the purpose of this Awakening Waves is just to kind of get you, if you're anything like me, you've been through quite a life, and you've got kind of like the waves where you're got your good days, your bad days, your good years, your bad years. And it's difficult. There are so many people out there on YouTube and a lot of other social media platforms who have been through and have found a way to get through what they did. And now they're talking from a position where they're healed. And let me kind of backtrack a little bit. I believe totally that most of us are never going to be healed 100%. And if you are, you're an incredibly fortunate person. There is so much stuff going out in the world today. And there's along the lines, I'm 60 years old now, and there's been a lot of stuff that's happened over these past 6 decades. And I'm finding in my healing journey, in my spiritual awakening journey, there are a lot of people who know their stuff. And I think one of the problems that kept me frustrated, that kept me kind of in a depressed or anxious state, is that while those people are wonderful for sharing their wisdom, and what they can do for you, I find it difficult sometimes to just look at them and see that they're way past it. They're beyond all of that difficulty. And how did they get from that difficulty back into this place where they're feeling very confident of themselves? They're very happy with their lives. They find joy all the time. And when you're going through a lot, and in spiritual senses they call it the dark night of the soul. And I find it funny because it reminds me of when women are pregnant, they talk about morning sickness. And I'll tell you, for me, it was not just morning sickness. It was morning, noon, and night sickness, 24/7 a day. And it just, the dark night of the soul is not a little period. I had a traumatic event at the end of October 2022, and it knocked me into a space where there was nothing. I never have felt so alone in my journey in this life than I did at that moment. A lot of it was even self-imposed. I made mistakes. And in hindsight, I'd like to say that that was the way that it needed to go. So, what I'm trying to say in all this, in this YouTube channel, Awakening Waves, I'm going to talk about the ways that I am still going through this journey. I don't have the the years and years of wisdom. I just have what I'm doing now and what I've been doing. It's been a long process. It is not you're a healed person and you're done and then you get to live a blissful life. Um, I have a lot of things that I need to work through. It's very difficult. And I thought that I would provide this step by step. I'm here with you, and we can virtually hold each other's hands, create a community. There's Henry again, where we can support each other. And I hope you'll join me. And, hit like and subscribe, and we can do this thing called life. And I'm going to start producing the YouTube videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's my goal, with over the weekend doing spontaneous videos. Like this one here. This was not scripted in any way, shape, or form, if you haven't figured that out already. I am brand new to putting out YouTube videos, period. And you'll notice, because I have no idea what I'm saying until I'm saying it. And I hope you'll forgive me for the lack of knowledge in that regard as well. But I hope that I can get people to join me in these journeys. We can talk to each other. I'm not sure what those lives are all about yet. I kind of know that it's like right there at the sun. At some point, I'll do lives, and we can actually have real-time conversations with each other as much as I can possibly do that. I don't even know what that's going to look like for me. But this has been a long time coming. And I hope you join me. And don't forget, hit like and subscribe, and let's grow this channel. Let's grow a community together. And we'll kind of surf these awakening waves and maybe possibly make some friends with each other and just have a wonderful community. Take care, and know that you're not alone. And that's the big thing. Community means we're not alone. And, being alone is a very, very hard place to be. So take care. I'll see you soon.